There are so many interesting scientific stories about big breakthroughs, and I'm going to talk about one of them, which also got the Golden Goose Award. What is the Golden Goose Award? We'll come to that a little later. So many of you might have heard about cisplatin. It's an anti-cancer drug which at its peak had improved patients who had testicular cancer from 10% to 90%. That's how potent it was. And at that time, it was really questionable that how can a metal-based compound enter your body, because metals were considered super toxic. So now what happened is that a group of scientists, particularly a research head and a technician, thought about this idea that what if at that time it was quite prevalent that electric field might interfere with the cell division of a bacteria. So they were testing the effect of electric field on E. coli. And what they found, the cell division actually stopped in the presence of electric field. But it was not due to electric field, and this is a very important observation. So it actually took them 2 years to find out what actually was causing this disruption in the cell division. So initially they thought that this is the electric field, but then when they did further studies and they looked into it in depth, right, they did proper observation, they found out that it was actually a chemical compound which was leading to this particular phenomena. And when they tried to dig deeper, they found out that this particular compound was actually being built up because of the electrolysis of platinum electrodes. And this is how we discovered cisplatin. So this is a really nice story. And now talking about Golden Goose Awards. The Golden Goose Award, if I am not wrong, was started in 2012 by US to basically award scientists whose fundamental science discoveries led to big breakthroughs. Now you might think this is very similar to Nobel Prize. No, it is not, because Golden Goose Award is basically given to very odd or obscure looking hypothesis which led to big breakthroughs. And the objective of this award is to make the general public aware of how government funded research, basically US government funded research, which has led to big breakthroughs, which has improved the life of people. And this is exactly what I am trying to do through this channel as well. Of course, communicating with fellow researchers, but also talking about these things so that the general public is aware of how important fundamental research is.